doing with the media gallery, I went ahead and went onto my website that I've started to develop a little bit, and I actually compressed this. I already had this here, but then I went and used one of the links that was in the assignment and compressed it down quite a bit, and then just re-uploaded it into here, and it looked better, definitely. Another thing I did was I went to my attorney's page and I made it so there was a link to the resume if people were wanting to see that. I thought maybe, instead of having that be a scrolling thing on the website, it would be better to, if you really wanted to look at the resume, be able to just click it and have it go there. And another thing I did was to do a downloadable form, which was a client intake form, which I thought would be useful because, I just made a very generic, basic outline of one, but it would definitely speed up the process if, you were having some people come in and they already had the entire intake form filled out, so you could just scan over it, or they could email it back and, kind of speed up the initial intake interview process. Another thing that I did was I went into my news and I added a video from YouTube, which is called Know Your Rights, Know What to Do When You Get Stopped in a Vehicle, which I think would be a good idea for a law site to have, maybe to have some attorneys kind of do some short clips. This one is, I think, just a few minutes long. It's a minute and a half. And kind of just give some basic know your rights kind of stuff, different things like that. For the picture and the links and stuff, I basically just used what there already is in my CMS to edit them. I just, went into here and did it, and then went into my files and links and went in there. I went into YouTube for the video, and I just clicked on the share and clicked on the embed and copied and pasted that into my CMS website to get the video in there. As far as deciding what to put on my website, I thought the video was a good idea because I think that's cool to, be able to get some quick information that's very useful without, having to pay for it. But just, having attorneys that want to give you that information. The image, I like the image because it's your basic legal image, but it represents something and it stands there and it looks good. The intake form, like I said, great for speeding up the intake process when they actually come into the office. You don't have to sit there while they fill that form out or fill it out for them if they have the time to fill it out themselves, which would be great. And then, I think that it's better to open the resumes in a link as opposed to having them pop up on the site and scrolling through resumes. So yeah, that's what I did, and I think those were all useful pieces of media to include, and they were pretty easy to add to my site.